After being forced to scale back his recent trip to Australia, there's a positive sign in the King's cancer recovery this morning, with His Majesty planning a major trip to India.
For more on this story, Royal Editor at the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers, joins us. Russell, good morning. Good to see you. What do we know?
Well, morning, guys. Well, listen, first up, it's really good news for the King, because I understand that plans are definitely in place from the Foreign Office in the UK for the King and Queen to do a major tour of the Indian subcontinent. And the reason why this is interesting is not only because it's a positive sign, because the King has been having his cancer treatment over the past year, but after the Aussie tour, we had Buckingham Palace officials saying he wanted to get out and hit the ground running. Making up for lost time was what it was all about. But this could reprise plans for a major tour of India, Pakistan and Bangladesh that was supposed to happen in the autumn of 2022 in the UK. And unfortunately, those plans were put to the side because of the death of the late Queen. So all in all, I think it's very positive for King Charles, looking towards the future, and fingers crossed we'll be able to see this major tour on the world stage.
Yeah, the palace has kept quite tight-lipped on the details of his cancer and his treatment. So how promising is this, the fact that he's out and about?
Well, I was with him a lot of the time in both Australia and Samoa, and I thought, being fair to him, he looked pretty tired at the beginning, but right towards the last few days, the last week, as it were, in Samoa, I think he'd got over the jet lag. He was looking pretty buoyant, and I've been with him over the last couple of weeks in the UK as well, and he is looking better. People in the palace are telling me he's feeling fresh, he's feeling renewed, with a renewed purpose, is how it's been explained to me. And so looking forward to next year. There's plenty to be positive about. I'm sure he's still got to take it slowly. We know that Charles is a renowned workaholic. He's always been told off by Camilla for burning the midnight oil. But all in all, I think, Soph, this is really positive.
Russell, why Pakistan, India and Bangladesh?
Well, it's an interesting one, isn't it? But I suppose in the post-Brexit world for us Brits, it's very important for the government of the day to try and broaden our ties, our economic ties with major economies around the world. And of course, the Indian subcontinent is one of those major partners. And Charles and Camilla are no stranger to India, of course. Camilla popped over there on her way to Australia and then brought Charles to a beautiful Indian spa for a few nights when they were on their way back to the UK. So all in all, I think this trip will be at the behest of the British government. It's multi-layered, it's got the culture that we all love to see on these big royal tours, but it has a real solid economic and government background to it as well.
Rusty, we know the Queen has been having some health troubles of her own. How's she doing?
Well, she's okay. I mean, listen, there's no cause for alarm. Certainly that is the order of the day at the palace. But she's had a pretty nasty chest infection. She was missing engagement. She was forced to miss the Remembrance Sunday occasions at the Cenotaph in London, which was pretty much devastating for her. She wouldn't have wanted to miss that. She got back to some duties last week, but she had a bit of a setback. And I think it's one of these things, that as you've seen on your newsreels, we've got some pretty terrible weather here at the moment. Everyone's feeling a little bit under the weather, so no cause for panic. She's just going to take it easy for a few days.
That is good to hear. Russell, thank you.
Good. Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?